Matt and Friends Drink the Universe is proudly sponsored by the Poppins Travel Company. Whether you're traveling across the universe like us or right here on planet Earth, it's always a good idea to have an expert to help you plan your trip. For your travel experts, look no further than the Poppins Travel Company. They'll help you book your next adventure or vacation, and the best part is they'll do your travel planning for free. To schedule a virtual appointment with one of their highly qualified travel agents, visit their website, www.poppinstravelcompany.com. That's www.poppinstravelcompany.com, or call them at 407-494-4070. That's 407-494-4070. Hello, listeners. We're all here to have fun.
But we'd like to take a moment to encourage you to always drink responsibly.
Never drink and drive.
If you have a complicated relationship with alcohol or other substances and you want to talk about it,
you can call 1-800-662-4357 for support.
Thank you for listening.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
Welcome to Matt and Friends Drink the Universe.
Welcome back to Matt and Friends Drink the Universe. In this episode, we have a bar chat for you with Monica and David Kowalski. Monica and David are joining us to talk about their Lebowski's Kool-Luah coffee liqueur and Lebowski's Tap Room in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Joining me for this bar chat are Andy, Josh, and Siobhan. And without further ado, let me tell you, we abide.
We got our bottle.
yep,
I see it there in the background.
Yes.
We got our drinks made.
We do abide.
We do too.
We abide.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you
What should we
guys in
start
advance.
I don't know. Everybody went a different
everyone
direction.
Nope. No,
Nope,
not
just Siobhan.
everybody.
Siobhan
Okay,
did the wrong
sorry.
thing.
I'll do the right
It
one.
looked like she picked up a White Russian, so that's what
All
I
right,
picked
That's
up.
what I
White
grabbed,
Russian it
too.
is.
We've got 2 cocktails each, plus a little shot glass with
delicious.
some of the liqueur just to taste it on its own.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And just so you know who you're talking to, I'm Matt.
I'm out.
I'm Josh.
I'm
Hi, Josh.
Siobhan.
Hello.
I'm in the corner.
Hi.
And I'm Andy, way over here.
I'm like,
We
I
are
guess
the
I know
and
you can
friends.
see
Friends.
his arm.
we can see
Yeah.
Andy's arm.
That's
Uh-huh.
the best part
Yep.
of him, actually.
Yeah.
That's the best part of
Absolutely.
Andy. Yep.
So I always have friends join me for this podcast. It's one of the great
Hence
joys
Matt
of
and
doing
Friends.
this. Yeah, there we go. This is and friends, as I always say.
Indeed.
But we're very happy to be meeting with both of you today. And I guess I want to keep this really casual, but I'm going to open up with a question. Monica, this was your father's recipe?
Yes, it was. So it was funny as I was on a sales call yesterday and they said, how long have you been making this? And I was like, honestly, since I was 8.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I'm 53. So it's been a while that I've been making this, but this was my dad's recipe. And so you're enjoying a little bit of nostalgia right there.
I love
Nice.
that.
Awesome.
I'm drinking the White Russian, and to me, it tastes like chocolate chip cookie, which is really dangerous. There could be several of these that will go down in a row.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This should be stronger to prevent me from drinking it fast.
Well,
That's
so-
on us.
So
Up on you.
It sneaks up on you. I have one that's a White Russian that they call it with nani with nani.
From Running Flow.
Anyway, with that, and
So-
that one we only let people get 2 of those here because you don't
Oh.
realize how much because
Yeah.
it's got
Smart.
shot of it's a lot of alcohol and it
Mhm.
tastes like cinnamon toast crunch.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Love
Like
that.
that.
Yep.
yeah, so
Yeah.
to be clear, I made the drinks and I went off of the recipe that's on the bottle for the White Russian, and that is
Perfect.
1.5 ounces of vodka in your glass and 1.5 ounces of the coffee liqueur, and then 1.5 ounces of half and half. So
So
I
are you
mean,
telling me to slow down?
I mean that's a full shot of vodka plus a full shot of their coffee liqueur,
Yeah.
which is half of the proof of a vodka. So you're at a drink and a half just there in that glass.
Yeah, it's delicious, and it does not have the bad vodka bite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
none of that. It's delicious.
Yeah, and we're not going to name the vodka, but we didn't use the world's most expensive vodka or anything. So
Mm-hmm.
No, we
Um,
didn't.
Yeah.
You're not needed.
No, and we shouldn't. Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
so and that's the point, right? The vodka's not
Right.
supposed to taste like much, and
And then if you want to make it a little fun and for St. Patrick's Day, instead of vodka, use Jameson.
yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Same
Should've
recipe,
done
but with
that.
Jameson.
Are we
Love
Now
calling,
you got a little.
are we,
Now you got a little Irish.
are we calling that a white
Yes.
Irishman?
Oh, yeah,
Irish
sure.
Caucasian.
That's
Wait,
every.
do you need
that's
to say
every
white with
Irishman.
Irishman?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's
I
just an
guess
Irishman.
not, but we're going to call it a Siobhan.
Yeah, you call it a me.
There you go, Siobhan. There you go.
Yes,
a Mick
perfect.
Lebowski?
With my-
a
yeah.
Mick Lebowski.
Oh
Mick
no, it's
Lebowski.
O Lebowski, if you
O
will.
Lebowski, that works
Thank
too.
you.
There you
Wow,
go.
Get it correct.
We could pun all day.
Absolutely.
Gosh.
That leads me to a follow-up question.
Okay.
Lebowski. How is that involved in the, which I absolutely love. I love the movie. I
Same.
love the branding. How did that come to be?
Want to go?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Monica and I have been planning a pub style restaurant and bar for years and years. Started out more probably like a 50 style diner. We
Of course, this okay. When he says planning for years and years, it was like, oh, hey, friends, we're sitting around talking. This someday we're gonna do this someday. That's how that was the someday.
so I mean to go further though, we did have recipe books. We did have notebooks that we'd write down things whenever we go on vacation, ideas for what we wanted in a restaurant and pub style bar. Trip to Iceland in 2019 that inspired the Lebowski theme. We went to the Lebowski bar in Reykjavik, Iceland.
I love it there. Yep, I've
Sure,
been
we
there
probably,
too.
So fun.
probably
So
had a couple
great.
cocktails in it. We were probably drinking the universe that trip.
There you go.
We knew as soon as we entered there that when we finally
That's the vibe.
crazy restaurant adventure, it was going to be Lebowski. The burgers and their menu was very similar to what we had been talking about. The White Russians just made sense to us. We don't know why, it just did. So we made a decision right then and there that night that this was going to be a Lebowski themed restaurant. We would finally do this. So we came back. We told our niece about our concept. She came for Thanksgiving that year, and she's the one that actually designed the Lebowski's.
Nice.
This is our
Nice.
Kool-Luah logo, but obviously it's Lebowski's Tap Room. Also, same logo. She designed it for us, just off of what we had kind of told her we were.
I said, I want it to look familiar, feel like Saturday morning cartoons,
Mhm.
right? So she got like the Jetson feel
Yeah.
that I wanted, and that mid-century modern. So it's like, oh, has it been around a long time, or these kind of things? And that's what she came up with. And we slightly modified it. The only thing that was different is like the actual letters here would be kind of bounced offset. And it was just for signage and purpose.
Cool.
We made it level. That was the only thing that we changed on it from what she did in 2019. So that was pretty fun.
For 5 years,
happened.
we talked about doing this crazy restaurant adventure. Finally, it was a trip to Ireland in 2023 where we were talking with went with friends, and every place we went, we talked about this crazy restaurant idea that we had, and it was basically either do it or forget about it. I mean, now's the time to either jump into the deep end of the swimming pool, or it's always going to be a dream. And so we came back and immediately started searching for locations. Fortunately / unfortunately, Monica was laid off from her corporate career with Optum United Healthcare, which allowed.
Yeah. So I've been there for 16 years. I was a director and got laid off and took my severance and created 23 jobs for the state of Colorado and haven't looked back.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Good.
So follow up on that, if I may. I know you've been making this recipe since you were 8, but did the restaurant come before the actual like official bottling of this liqueur?
Yes. So that again, like everything was kind of a serendipitous accident, right?
Those are the best ones.
so, which are awesome, right? So it was difficult to find a coffee liqueur. Well, first of all, in my concept here, or our concept at the tap room, is we like to feature local. So we have a lot of local Colorado craft breweries, or if I get something from another state, it's a mom and pop, just like Dave and I. They are small. I'm not supporting somebody that is all over the place, right?
Love it.
I'm trying
Love
to get
that.
the ones that are in like Montana or Wyoming or whatever, all the little local things. So that was always my concept, trying to find a coffee liqueur that I liked was what I couldn't find. And then, the major brands, I had even more of a challenge to find a distributor to come here because I was brand new, right? So they're like, oh, we'll get to you when we get to you. You're not gonna. I'm like, No, I'm going to be a vodka bar. Seriously, I'm going to be a White Russian bar, guys. Come on. I know it's not there yet, but I mean, it took me 45 days to open from start to opening the doors, which I didn't realize was pretty quick.
That is, that's very quick.
Yeah. So, so I was there pounding on the doors. Well, my daughter was turning 18 and during this whole time. And so she's nagging me because she wanted to get a tattoo with a saying that my mom used to say to her or to everybody. And she says, "I love you with all my heart." So we were looking through her recipe books and her recipes, trying to find her handwriting that way the tattoo artist could just make that and put it on her arm. And then I'm looking through that. You were all too young, but back in the day in the 70s, everybody had this Tupperware recipe box. So it's a box like this big, right?
Yeah.
And it's green and it's funky and it has
Which one do you
pictures.
mean?
We know what you're
Okay,
talking
you
about.
guys remember it.
Yeah.
It was like just bigger than an index card, right?
They lasted
Exactly.
into the
It has a
80s for
picture.
sure.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
still have my mom's weird, with the Jello salad with the tuna fish.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, no.
The Midwest
Oh,
mom
that-
here.
Thank you for unlocking that memory.
That
you
sounds
all know
like
that.
something
Okay,
would
so in the
Matt
back
would make
of that
today.
was this yellow folded legal piece of paper, my dad's recipe for coffee liqueur. Right as we're getting ready, we're just opening up. So we did use the commercial 2 months after. So I take that out and I'm like, oh, hey, I remember. Let me make this and see how this works. Because here in Colorado, I can do anything. I can infuse, I can do, jalapeno tequila or whatever, right? So making that to try with the White Russian. So nobody else gets a test kitchen for 8 months, but I did.
Nice.
So I made it in-house just for consumption. And I had so many people that had asked to buy it. They wanted to buy it. So we decided to partner with one of our local distilleries, Black Hat, here in Colorado Springs. And that's how it went. And we pre-sold 1,500 bottles out of our first
Wow.
set. That's how popular it is.
Cool.
I feel
There.
like that's the proper segue to try the
Try it
up.
straight.
Oh,
We're gonna try it
Try
straight.
it straight
Yeah.
here. So out of the classy tiny solo cups
I
here,
feel like I
cheers.
spoiler alerted this because I
Cheers.
already did.
or cilantro. this time
Fine
of year.
china for this podcast. Thank you.
Nothing but the best.
Yes.
So good. I really
So
like
Siobhan,
it. Yeah.
so if you put a little bit of Bailey's on top of that, then you have a
Yes.
baby Guinness.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Matt, Go get
And I
some
don't
Baileys.
even like Guinness.
So
So how about that? So I would definitely drink that. Yeah.
I
So-
love
I
Guinness.
love
So-
that.
So is Black Hat making? Is this kind of
this
like
is really
a
good.
like a vodka base, like a neutral spirit base, and then
Yes, yeah,
okay.
it's a vodka base. It's neutral spirit. We started that in June of last year, so 2024, and then we did start entering it just to get some street cred in different competitions. So like
So the first two, we won 2 silver medal awards initially, one in the San Diego Spirits Festival, one at the Las Vegas Global Spirits Awards. And then we picked up our first gold medal at the San Diego International Wine and Spirits Challenge in February, just last Friday. So 5 days ago, we found
Oh,
out
congratulations.
Nice, congrats.
yeah,
That's
Nice.
great.
we won 3 awards at the Los Angeles Invitational Wine and Spirits Challenge. We won a gold medal for the product. We won best in class for liqueurs, and we won best coffee liqueur. So took home 3 medals in Los
Awesome.
Angeles last week.
yeah.
That's great.
Well,
I'm
I'll certainly say we kind of agreed that we weren't going to just give you an easy pass on this. Like we were going to give the honest
That's
opinion.
true, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is good.
It's
Yeah, I
This
think
is
it's
really
very
good.
It is.
Yeah.
Like-
Thank you.
Listeners, if you're a coffee drinker, like
or not, which is me.
oh, you're
because
because
I
you're
am
not a coffee.
coffee
Yeah,
drinker.
there's
I am
Oh, okay.
absolutely
Yep.
a coffee.
There's 2 not coffee drinkers in
Matt
this room.
is the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I will tell you, I like historically. I've gone for Black Russians. I absolutely love them. I'm going to try one out of this as soon as this podcast is
Oh, yeah.
over. But
He's never gonna sleep tonight.
Josh
You
is
will
worried
sleep
about
and
it
you'll
will-
have the
it
best
will be
sleep you'll
entertaining.
have.
Right.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
will
he
be
lives
good.
2 doors down from me. He's gonna be banging on my door at 2 a.m. Like,
Yeah,
ah.
Come out and drink.
Yeah.
well, but I will say there's another coffee liqueur that's back there on the shelf behind me that I'm not going to name, but everybody knows what it is.
Oh, it's the classic.
I would never dream of putting that in a cup and drinking it straight in a million years, but I never do what I'm
Truly.
doing with this one.
Yep.
This one, no ice in a cup, straight.
Yeah.
flawless.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic. And
It is very good.
as they said, I'm not
Thank
a
you.
coffee drinker. So the highest esteemed award that we give on this podcast is very simple. We call it the Stellar Sip, which requires this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stellar sip.
indeed.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And I want to tell you all the different things that you can put it in. So if you drop
Please.
that
Yes.
into
Yes.
into just a Coke, classic Coke,
Oh yeah, I'm
We
in
call
on
it
that.
Val-
call
Really?
it call it a sarsaparilla.
Oh, ooh.
Wait.
I
You
wait.
feel
get
like
like
that
a
A
would
maple-
coffee liqueur and a Coke?
that'd be
Yes.
so
What?
good.
That doesn't
One ounce shot
compute
in
for
a
me.
They
8 ounce
used
glass.
to make a coffee flavored Coke back in the day.
Really?
It was a thing, yeah. And coffee and Coke go
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
of course
great
it would
together.
work.
Yeah, for sure.
Delicious.
I tend to top my Black Russians with a little bit of Coca-Cola. I've done that for years and years, and everybody looks at me funny. But I'll
We
do
look
it. It
at
just
you funny
kicks the
most
Well,
of
that's
the
just your
time.
face, but
Oh.
or that shirt.
Yeah, they're looking at the shirt you're wearing. I was
Oh,
thinking
no.
the same thing.
Oh, I think you should stand.
I love it.
Should you stand
It-
up?
It
Stand up.
does. It does go well with the bottle art.
It true to
I-
yes.
I will tell
it's
you,
definitely it's a vibe.
Yeah, we
Starting
need to get a picture of you holding the bottle with that
Yes.
shirt.
Yes.
Oh,
We'll
absolutely.
make that happen.
All right, so with Coke was one.
Yes.
What else do you like it with?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
else?
tell us.
That is one of
So
my
we
questions.
have
to be fair.
54 different recipes for White Russian
What?
since we
It's gonna be a long
opened
night.
the
guys.
restaurant.
Wow.
Wait, for
I mean,
just
some
White
of the
Russians?
crazier,
Wow.
some of the crazier combinations. We do a limoncello White Russian. That's
Yes.
again 1/3 limoncello, 1/3 coffee liqueur, 1/3 cream. It tastes like a German chocolate cake. We have an
Oh.
absinthe-based White Russian.
Right? It's weird. It's weird.
I know a
You
guy
name
who
it,
has
we-
some
we-
limoncello
I,
in
I
his
might have some
basement.
limoncello in my fridge.
I have some right
Freezer,
over
yeah.
there.
Yeah, just mix it like just always do kind of try the equal parts. So you can always
Sure.
add a little more, but equal part.
Espresso martinis. We have 10 different recipes.
Got
Well, the
that.
craziest is a hot honey tequila espresso
Oh my god.
martini.
Yes.
using-
Guys.
So I
you
think
have
I
my
think-
attention.
I think that's a perfect segue because we did also
Yep.
make
An
espresso,
espresso
martinis.
martini.
Yes.
Um,
All right.
Yeah.
I will admit I didn't go directly off of the recipe on the
That's
bottle
okay.
on this one. I have an espresso martini recipe that I like to make. So mine has a bit of frangelico in it. I like the way
Oh,
that kind
nice.
of rounds it out. So in this martini, we went with 2 ounces of vanilla vodka, 3/4 of an ounce of frangelico, 1 ounce of fresh brewed espresso, and then I did 1 ounce of the coffee liqueur as well. I don't like
Very good.
mine creamy personally. If I want a creamy drink, I'll go with the White Russian, but it foamed up really nice, and it's been holding here for
Smells
us.
so good.
It's really smooth.
Excellent.
I feel
Cheers.
like I already
Cheers.
tried
Cheers.
it. Oh my god.
Cheers.
Sorry.
We're gonna let
Cheers.
Siobhan. Siobhan is on a quest to drink every
I
espresso
am. I'm on
martini on the planet. So
I
we're
am
gonna
on
let her
I
respond
don't know about
first.
planet, but like I'm on a journey. So obviously I've already said that I'm not a coffee drinker, but if there's any entry level that would get me into a bitter flavor, it is alcohol and also cocktails. So I just am on this sort of, it's been about a year, like, which is fun for me to document, that I've been like on this espresso martini journey. Cause like I went on a cruise, right? So like a cruise is the best, honestly, place to because we had a drink package. Because if you get a drink package on a cruise, you go, oh, hey, I'll try this drink. This is trash. Bye. And I'll leave it on the table and I'll go
Right.
and I'll get
Yeah.
another drink. I decided that was I was on the track of either do I do a Bloody Mary experience or do I do an espresso martini experience? So it was kind of like bitter, savory fork in the road for me. And I made the espresso martini choice. But this is one of the better ones that I've had. I have a note on my phone about the espresso martinis that I have had. And I've been keeping track, but this is wonderful. It also makes me very excited that you all are doing tribute to your dad, Monica, because
Yes.
I love that so much.
And
That
just
resonates
to
with
say,
me a lot.
So Monica's dad was a absolute genius. The
Aw.
thing that sets us apart is the vodka base. It doesn't add that extra flavor component to the coffee liqueur. I mean, the national brands are either rum or tequila based spirits, so the alcohol comes through in those. The vodka acts as a natural preservative, so we're one of the only coffee liqueurs that's 100% no additives, no artificial flavors or colors, which makes it both a vegan and gluten-free
Love it.
product as well.
Wow.
Monica's dad, I don't think gluten even existed in the 80s when he was making this drink.
I know what gluten was.
There probably
Right.
were some vegans, but I think they just ate salads in the 80s, maybe. But,
It's true.
Fair.
And,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, his product that he created in the 70s and 80s fits every single box of a product that
Now,
we
you know,
recommend in 2025.
and you know, and Dave says my dad was a genius, which warms my heart because my dad passed away in 1989. So this is really kind of that way to bring, and it's very, like when I say it's nostalgic and the smell and the thing, it brings me back to, you know, like just a good just fun memories and fond memories of family and Christmas when we used to give this to like the neighbors, and one of our neighbors was from cello and an orange cello, I think, or a clementine and stuff. Like, it was just stuff that people did differently. Just it was different.
That's such a great old
And
school
his name's
thing.
Donnie.
Donnie. So
on the bottle where it says Donnie, it's my dad, Donnie, not
love
Donnie
that.
from
That's
the
amazing.
movie.
Yeah.
That's such a great old
my God,
school
even
thing
better.
of like having your thing that you are known for making and giving, and
Yes.
you know, that's such an old school thing. I love that.
I love that too. Yeah. I lost my dad in 2015. So like this is just, I was reading all of the material that you all had and I was like, oh, what a great tribute. Like just so beautiful and all the nostalgia. And I'm so happy
it
for you.
It connects my family
Yeah.
to or the rest of his family, but my family, I'm an only child, so that gives that
Same.
connection too. So there's a lot of fun stuff with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're only child. There we go.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Passing
yes.
on that legacy, that memory is awesome.
I know. That's cool. Recipes really bring us together. That is a really
Yes,
beautiful
exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
And for the only children, our Christmas presents are the only ones under the tree. So ha.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's so great.
I think you had a couple of questions.
I mean, not that many, but like because we've covered all the things.
Siobhan
You
has
all-
97 questions.
No, I don't. I don't.
I've got two. If you
Oh my God, Josh, go.
all right,
'cause-
so I come from the on-premise sales world in the liquor industry. Grew up in the restaurant industry. Worked behind bars, managed bars.
behind bars in jail.
Yeah,
Just
I know.
kidding.
Not those bars.
We bailed
I
them out
hear
for
the
tonight.
booze are coming.
So two questions because I live in the on-premise world here in Pennsylvania. So how has your distribution gone through this process? Are you in a lot of states at the moment? Are you kind of localized to Colorado at the moment?
Great. Yeah, great question. So since we partnered with a current distillery, we're able to sell in California, Texas, Florida, and Colorado right now. Dave so we separated our licenses. So I have the license for the tap room.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in Colorado, Inception, all of you, when you're in Colorado and you're at the tap room, that's my license you're drinking under.
Where exactly
We
in
say thank
Colorado?
you.
United States is under Dave.
I want to shout that
So,
out.
yeah,
Where
so
exactly
we are
in
sponsored
Colorado?
by a travel and
Yeah, we are.
Right.
So Puffin's Travel Company. How can you get us
Go to Colorado Springs.
Is it Colorado Springs?
Colorado,
Mhm.
and then you can see Pikes Peak.
Yes.
Which is what they, Pikes Peak is the beautiful mountain that what is it, America Beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was written.
Mountains
Yeah.
Mountain's Majesty.
Oh.
Awesome. So are there then plans to expand out of those states? I would assume.
As Monica mentioned, we just launched the product last June, so we're literally only 9 months in to
Right.
And we're in 4 states. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's
We've
great.
sold
Yes,
over
it is.
5,000 bottles of product so far. We just ordered 25,000 bottles from Black Hat as we get ready to launch across the United States. We have it in liquor stores all over Colorado. We have it in 27 other restaurants that are now carrying it as their primary
Great.
coffee liqueur and growing every day. So we're excited to expand into California, Texas, and Florida initially, but we're hoping to add 2 or 3 states a month by the end of 2025. Our goal is to be pretty much everywhere.
Amazing. We have a little core of listeners down in like the Tampa Bay area, so I'm going to get them.
There they go.
I'm going to get them
Yeah.
on the train for sure.
And so a more geeky bartender question, literally from a meeting I was at with some bartenders earlier today. The coffee liqueur realm goes from like 5 milligrams of caffeine in a shot up to 200,
Right.
which would be about a normal cup of coffee. Where do you guys fall in there? Some people care and some people don't care about that, but it's interesting
So
to know.
a 1 ounce shot has about an eighth of a cup of coffee.
Okay,
of
cool.
caffeine.
Oh,
You'd have
that's
to do 8
good.
shots to be equivalent to a cup of coffee.
So you're not going to be too buzzing right off of one
No.
one
Two,
drink.
3
Liqueur,
espresso martinis, and you're still going to sleep like
Still
a
gonna gotta go night-night.
Yeah.
Good.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, I did put real espresso in that martini you're
Okay.
drinking, Matt.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, that's not my fault.
No. We're not blaming you at all.
That's
It's
definitely
fine.
not
I
them.
got a research paper to write, so you know.
That's right. See?
Matt will be
Keep me
calling
awake
me and
and
not
make
you.
it more enjoyable.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, we had it was featured in one of the morning shows in LA, and they were doing like big shots, like you're almost in between your red solo cups, and they had glasses like that, and they were doing, and I was like, "Ooh, we should not be doing that much shots in the morning show," but okay.
Ah,
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
there are some
No.
mornings.
Truly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I would love to know sort of each of you, what is, because you said how many recipes you have of your drinks that are including this. What are each of your favorites?
Probably the tequila old fashioned is probably my favorite.
All right,
Great
go on.
answer.
You've got our
I know. I was
attention.
like,
Yeah,
hi.
okay.
We love
were-
an old fashioned.
And I use a reposado, so
Oh,
I use
yes.
I use a certain reposado that's my fave.
Ooh.
So I use that, an ounce and a half, and then an ounce of coffee liqueur, my coffee liqueur,
Yeah.
and then about 4 dashes of Aztec chocolate bitters on a craft ice, and that's it. That's it.
Here for it.
That
Yes.
sounds great. We didn't even tell you the reason we were late is because we were having dinner
At
and,
Josh's
it's
house
his
down the
fault.
street.
and I did a flank steak with a coffee rub, a dry rub on the flank steak. I was like, hey, we're gonna
Nice.
have coffee tonight. Let's do a little
Yeah.
coffee in our dinner. So
Yeah, so it's really nice with the reposado, just because it's that sweeter, so you get like the just a nice
mhm.
sip as you're sipping on that. But I mean, from a White Russian perspective, I'm gonna have to go with the Pink Russian. It's a strawberry
Ooh.
vodka based, so it has, and then we top it with Fruity Pebbles.
Oh,
What?
okay, wait.
I love what I'm hearing.
You got a lot of
Wait.
head turns on that, and there's
No,
only
but-
4 of us in here.
No, but I feel like I'm the last person that's going to say I love that, but I love that. Like I
You
was
are wearing
I-
pink and
I'm
teal
not wearing, no,
kitty
listen,
cat
I'm wearing
headphones.
cat headphones because Matt's daughter gave me these headphones to borrow. However,
she forgot
I'm-
hers, so
I'm
she has the
owning them.
headphones from my 9-year-old,
owning
and she's
them,
doing
and
a
I-
great job back
I
there.
don't hate on those, but I feel like, wait a sec, that sounds great.
Someone
I
needs to
love
call the PLCB and get this
not
liqueur in here so that we can
Yeah.
make more of these recipes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I'm not a big sweets person. Like
Oh, but I would
I'm
do
a
it.
huge coffee person, right? Like I my coffee's bougie, right? Like we get
Okay.
the local roasted coffee, like that's from down the street,
That's what's in here.
roasted down the street, right? We have the coffee maker that grinds the whole beans and then drops it straight down. Like
Sure.
we take our coffee pretty seriously,
Same here.
but
Me
it's
There's
too.
two. There's two coffee
I
nerds.
drink
Yeah.
it black.
There's 2 coffee nerds and 2 coffee haters in this
Right?
room.
Well, hater is a strong word.
All
I
right.
feel.
2 coffee non-coffee
Non-coffee
drinkers.
drinkers.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I think we all agree this is a damn good coffee
it
liqueur.
is.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
It
it really
is.
is.
like the mixed drinks are great. I love them. They're fantastic, but just straight liqueur
Yeah.
is
Straight,
delicious.
Good.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
like you said, Matt, the other main brand coffee liqueur, like I wouldn't drink that shit straight.
I would say, and then to have a little fun with, so since you're non-coffee drinkers, we do
Yeah.
partner with a local creamery, because again, we have our own test kitchen, right? Lebowski's tap room is we can test anything out, and if we get the thumbs down, then we go another direction. But a local creamery makes, it's called the Dude's ice cream, and
Love it. Oh, I'm
it's
so
Nice.
our coffee liqueur, and you don't have to be 21 to buy it, because
Mhm.
The
you
dude
figure
abides.
vanilla's 30% by alcohol anyway, right? So they're just using it
Mhm.
as a
Yeah.
flavoring, but it is with ice cream, so you
Nice.
get like that affogato flavor. Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm so in.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Well, wait, I want to, Monica, you answered. Now, Dave, you
I'll be
should
quiet.
answer. What's your favorite?
My favorite. So,
What's your favorite?
I mean, I got to go to a drink we featured during Christmas time. So it was with
Ooh.
a Molly Brown distillery out of Denver. They make a spiced bourbon. And so basically,
Oh,
Molly
yes.
Brown spiced bourbon, half and half with our coffee liqueur. The way I described it is it tastes like Christmas morning. It's just,
Nice.
it's basically a Black Russian, but you get the spice from the bourbon, half and half with our coffee liqueur. very, very simple drink, but I drank that all through the Thanksgiving and Christmas season. That was my favorite
Nice.
new concoction that we came up with recently.
I like that.
So
That
good.
that
I feel like
sounds
that's
delicious.
like you could make that at home too.
Yeah,
You could do your own
100%.
spiced bourbon. You
Yeah.
could infuse a
Oh,
bourbon.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be awesome.
We probably
Really
have stuff
good.
here in crummy Pennsylvania that they
Yeah.
sell us
What
in
I'm-
the
what I'm
spirit
hearing is
store.
We have some bourbons.
Yeah,
We do.
with spice.
What I'm
you know.
hearing is I need a plane ticket to Colorado Springs.
mean, you
That's,
do.
That is
Dude,
what I'm
come-
hearing.
do.
Have you ever been?
I have not.
Oh,
You guys got to come and visit.
No, but this is why I started this podcast.
Yeah.
To meet folks like you, to hear your story. That is why I started this podcast.
Truly.
And I'm so excited to be tasting this today and to be with both of you. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us? Anything else we need to know that you'd like everybody else to know?
No, I just wanted to the crazy adventure that we've done. It's just been phenomenal. I mean, the restaurant has been a ton of hard work, but if we wouldn't open a Lebowski themed restaurant, the Coffee Liqueur would not have.
I wouldn't have ever looked
Yeah.
for my dad's recipe. Why would I? Why would I have looked for that? Right?
Right.
You know, it was just
That's beautiful.
all the
meant to
different
be.
things
Yeah.
just came in, and it's just been such a and like meeting people, getting to talk to people, sharing that and sharing the story and saying, you know what, do you remember it? It's fun that you all remembered something. Like I triggered a core memory with all of you,
100%.
and I hope
Absolutely.
that's like the journey that we continue on.
Absolutely. That's a
I
fan
love
across
that.
the United States.
Yeah. Appreciate that very much. I didn't say this initially. My first drink ever was a Black Russian. So that's why I want to try this after.
choice.
Hey,
Wow,
yes.
yeah. There you
We
go.
are only children at heart.
Yeah.
There you go.
See?
Absolutely.
I didn't
Did
do
your
that, but
did
that's
your
okay.
dad give it to you?
Yeah. And
There
there was a reason. I don't know. So this was a legit reason. I got chicken pox, and they were all like in my
Oh.
throat. And he's like, "Here, you need to
Oh.
drink this." And then I wrapped
Stop
up in
it.
like this big blanket that a friend of mine had brought me back when he was our like, family friend had brought me back when he was stationed in the Azores. So it's this big wool blanket to get him to pop out of my body. So they were like, "This," and it completely broke the fever. All the chicken pox came out, and then I was fine. But yes, my dad gave
Wow.
me my first drink.
Dang.
Yeah, we had a picnic. So
No, it's the same.
Different
So-
story.
It wasn't a chicken
Slightly
pox
different
picnic, Matt?
situation.
No,
I do
Okay.
think we need to have a podcast discussing our first drink.
oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I
So-
remember.
do it.
I remember mine,
Oh,
and yeah,
I can't
I
tell.
don't wanna
I
ruin
can't
the
tell
story,
the
but I
story. I
remember.
don't think because my
You
mom
don't.
might listen to
Don't do
this.
it.
So
Oh.
I don't think I can
no.
tell that story.
Fantastic.
write that down.
Well, listen, from me as a rep, I've seen a lot of brands come and go, and I think this is a really great product, and I really wish you guys the best.
Thank you.
Thank you
Truly.
so
Yes.
much
From
for,
all of
for
us.
reaching out to
Yeah.
us.
Absolutely.
That's just from me, and I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys do well with this.
Thank you, and I'm
Same.
glad you're
Thank
enjoying
you.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we
and
are.
thank you for sharing your story. It
Yeah.
truly meant a lot to me. I'm like a real empathetic person, and so it just like means a lot when you hear about like a lot of good backstory behind stuff too. Like it's not just sort of another product on the shelf, that it is a nostalgia kind of brand that like brings people closer to another thing. So I love it. Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
And I will ask you the very selfish question of, do you take Venmo and can I get another bottle out here?
Uh-huh.
Just what better ringing endorsement could I give you?
Truly.
Yeah. We are working with a nationwide distributor to be able to ship the product throughout the United States very soon. So
Yep.
we're hoping to be
Amazing.
online by the end of
Definitely
March.
let us know.
We will keep you in the loop.
Absolutely.
Keep it. Absolutely.
Please.
I think you have
Yeah.
my email address. Keep us in the loop. We'll be more than happy to tell our listeners what's going on, family, friends. You will have a following in Pennsylvania because this
Yeah.
is absolutely
I
fantastic.
want a
Oh,
bottle.
and send us your recipes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
would love
Yeah, I don't-
that.
you
you
guys
go
have
share the
like,
love.
We try to
You guys have
update them
social
on
media
the,
stuff?
on our website stuff, but it's Dave and I, so we only have so many cycles in a day. And a
Sure.
week,
Yeah, of
you know?
course.
Sure.
So-
Of course.
So we try to keep some fresh and new different recipes, flipping them through, so that way people can figure out how do I use this? What's a fun way to do it? Like I said, just drop it in a Coke. Do
Yeah.
mix it with limoncello, and you'll enjoy a German chocolate cake. Those kind of things you'll just really really enjoy.
www.lebowskiskoolluah.com.
There it is.
Yeah.
I was going to say, where else can we follow you? Social media, anything like
Social
that?
media, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we have TikTok, but that's for Lebowski's Tap Room. But I would say
Okay.
following there, because you'll see the guys on the team making. I say guys, it's all all of our people
Gotcha.
making White Russians and having a lot of fun with it. So you'll
Cool.
get the
Amazing.
recipe from there too.
Nice.
Fantastic. Thank you so
Great.
much for being with us on Matt and Friends Drink the Universe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
What better boozy quote for this episode than one from Jeff Bridges as the dude himself in The Big Lebowski? Hey, man, be careful. There's a beverage here. On social media, please like, follow, and push all the buttons for us. That's Matt and Friends DTU at Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. For more information about the podcast, as well as links to our merch store, social media, and all the places you can listen to us, visit our website, mattandfriendsdtu.com. That's mattandfriendsdtu.com. Thank you again for listening to Matt and Friends Drink the Universe.